Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Roman Reigns reacted to a major WWE reveal today on social media. The Tribal Chief has not been seen since his loss to Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight at Crown Jewel 2025. The company has been sharing cryptic teases as of late, and it was finally revealed what they were for. WWE released a promotional video for WrestleMania 42 earlier today, and the video featured Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, and Triple H. Reigns took to social media to react to the promo and sent a message to Las Vegas ahead of WrestleMania 42. The head of the table also noted that tickets were on sale for the event, and you can check out his message in the post below. Las Vegas. Acknowledge me. WrestleMania 42 returns on April 18th and 19th. Get your two-day combo tickets now to be there live, he wrote. Reigns had been encouraging Jey Uso to go after the World Heavyweight Championship again in recent months. Main Event Jey emerged victorious in a battle royal last week on Raw and will be squaring off against CM Punk for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's Main Event on November 1. Vince Russo criticizes WWE's booking of Roman Reigns. Wrestling veteran Vince Russo recently claimed that the company was relying on Roman Reigns too much when they were short of star power. Speaking on Sportskeeda, Wrestling's Legion of Raw show, Russo stated that WWE has repeatedly brought Reigns back whenever they need to breathe life into the product. He stated that it had been done far too many times to keep fans interested in a storyline. I wish I had been keeping track of how many times they've played the Roman Reigns card. Bro, I am not exaggerating. I would say that we're probably somewhere between the 12 to 15 range, he said. Seth Rollins defeated Reigns and CM Punk at WWE WrestleMania 41. Paul Heyman betrayed both Reigns and Punk during the match to help Rollins win. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed betrayed Seth Rollins earlier this month, and the Visionary had to relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship due to injury. Jey Uso and CM Punk are scheduled to battle for the vacant title this weekend at Saturday night's Main Event. The WWE Universe has been buzzing with excitement, confusion, and speculation after a major announcement dropped this week, one that could change the entire landscape of the company. But the reaction that truly sent shockwaves through the wrestling world came from none other than the Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns. His response wasn't just a few words, it was a statement that carried weight, dominance, and a warning for everyone in the WWE locker room. The major WWE announcement on Monday morning. WWE's official social media accounts dropped a bombshell. An upcoming premium live event will determine the future of the World Championship picture. The announcement stated that a new championship stipulation would come into play, one that could potentially impact Roman Reigns' long-standing reign as the undisputed WWE champion. Reports revealed that WWE would be introducing a Champions Ultimatum at Survivor Series, where each reigning title holder must defend their belt under high-risk conditions. Failure to appear or defend means immediate forfeiture of the title. This change, reportedly approved by Triple H himself, was designed to bring more action and accountability to all brands. Naturally, fans immediately turned their attention to Roman Reigns, who hasn't competed since his shocking loss at SummerSlam. The Tribal Chief's silence since then had left fans wondering whether he was injured, taking time off, or plotting his next move. But when WWE announced this new rule, the silence ended. Roman Reigns took to X, formerly Twitter, just hours after the announcement, posting a chilling message that instantly went viral. The island of relevancy doesn't bow to deadlines. WWE bows to me. Hashtag Tribal Chief, forever in typical Reigns fashion. His words were minimal but powerful. The statement was accompanied by a photo of him holding both championship belts, sitting in his signature God Mode pose, with the caption, "Acknowledge me." Within minutes, thousands of fans and fellow wrestlers reacted, reigniting discussions about whether Reigns would return to defend his title at Survivor Series or simply defy WWE management. Talk Paul Heyman, the wise men to the bloodline, added fuel to the fire by reposting Reigns' message with his own subtle yet ominous words. There are rules for ordinary men. And then there's the tribal chief. This only deepened the mystery. Would Roman Reigns really risk forfeiting his titles? Or was this part of a grander plan to assert dominance once again? Behind the scenes, sources revealed that several top WWE superstars were intrigued but nervous about what this announcement could mean. Seth Rollins, the current World Heavyweight Champion, reportedly welcomed the new stipulation, saying in a backstage interview that real champions defend their gold anytime, anywhere. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes, who has made it clear that finishing his story remains his top goal, was said to be closely watching Roman's reaction. During an interview on Raw Talk, Cody smirked when asked about Reigns' tweet, responding, "You can call yourself the tribal chief all you want, but a real chief shows up when the battle begins." These subtle comments only added tension between Cody and Roman, a rivalry that many fans believe is far from over. On this week's SmackDown, Paul Heyman appeared alone during a backstage segment, looking visibly uneasy. When interviewer Kayla Braxton asked about Roman Reigns' reaction to WWE's ultimatum, Heyman hesitated before answering, "The tribal chief does not react. The tribal chief commands." And if WWE believes they can force the hand of Roman Reigns, they're in for a very painful awakening. Decisions are made on the island of relevancy, not in Stamford, Connecticut. That segment ended with Heyman walking away, whispering into his phone, "Tell him they're trying to take everything." It didn't take long for fans to speculate that him referred to Roman and that perhaps the bloodline was about to make a massive statement in response. Interestingly, Solo Sikoa has been gaining more screen time in Roman's absence, asserting himself as a more aggressive and ruthless enforcer. Following the announcement, Solo was seen destroying his opponent in a squash match, then grabbing a microphone and saying, "No one decides for the bloodline. Not Pierce. Not Triple H. Not the fans. When the tribal chief speaks, we move. Until then, shut your mouths." The crowd erupted in boos. But Solo's message was clear. He was standing firm in loyalty to Roman, making it clear that anyone questioning the bloodline's strength would pay the price. Rumors also suggest that Solo may be planning something drastic to send a message to WWE management on Reigns' behalf. This could involve attacking a major star or even interrupting a championship match to prove the bloodline still holds power over the entire company. What this means for Roman Reigns. Legacy Roman Reigns' reign as undisputed champion has already shattered numerous records. His aura of invincibility has defined the last 4 years of WWE storytelling. But this announcement puts him in a position he hasn't been in for a long time, pressure from authority, unlike before, when the bloodline controlled the narrative. This new WWE rule challenges Roman's dominance directly. If he refuses to defend his title, WWE has every right to strip him. Yet, knowing Reigns' ego and persona, surrendering without a fight doesn't fit the tribal chief's character as one veteran wrestler. Reportedly told Fightful Select, Roman isn't the kind of guy to let WWE take his title without a war. If he's coming back, it's going to be big, like once-in-a-generation big. That comment has fueled speculation that Roman's return match could happen at Survivor Series, possibly in a multi-man main event featuring names like Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, or even AJ Styles, who has unfinished business with the bloodline. Fans worldwide have been divided in their reaction to the announcement and Roman's response. Some are thrilled, believing this is the perfect setup for Reigns' epic comeback. Others feel WWE is trying too hard to shake things up at the expense of Roman's legacy. One fan tweeted, "Roman Reigns doesn't need to defend his title every month. He's earned the right to appear on his terms." Another replied, "This ultimatum is exactly what WWE needed. Reigns has been sitting out to long night's time to fight or step aside, regardless of where fans stand." Everyone agrees on one thing: the next move Roman Reigns makes could define WWE's future heading into WrestleMania season. What's next for the Tribal Chief? Insiders believe that Roman Reigns is expected to appear via satellite or in person on next week's SmackDown to officially address WWE's ultimatum. If that happens, fans can expect a promo that shakes the entire company to its core. One thing certain: Roman Reigns is not done. His brief but defiant reaction to WWE's major announcement proves that the Tribal Chief remains the heartbeat of the company. And if WWE thought this new rule would humble him, they might be in for a rude awakening, as Paul Heyman has often said. You don't dictate to the Tribal Chief, you acknowledge him. And if history has taught us anything, it's that whenever WWE tries to challenge Roman Reigns, the end result is always the same: he reigns.